Hey everyone! Today we're diving into some old school wisdom with a twist. These are 6 old-fashioned tricks that Grandma didn't tell you about, but totally should have. Maybe she was too busy whipping up a batch of her famous cookies or knitting sweaters for the whole family. Well, the secret's out. Let's unlock Grandma's secret stash of cleaning and home hacks. Let's kick things off with a classic vinegar. This stuff can clean just about anything. Grandma might have kept this one to herself to keep you coming back to her sparkling clean house. But me, I'm happy to share.
First up, your windows. Forget those expensive, chemical-laden window cleaners. Vinegar is your new best friend. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water in a spray bottle. Spritz on your windows and wipe with a microfiber cloth. You'll be amazed at the streak-free shine.
And speaking of shine, vinegar can make your chrome fixtures gleam like new. Just soak a cloth in undiluted white vinegar, wrap it around the fixture, let it sit for a few minutes, and then buff it to a brilliant shine. Goodbye, water spots.
Now let's talk about the bathroom. Vinegar is a powerhouse when it comes to tackling soap scum and mildew. Spray full-strength vinegar on your shower walls and let it work its magic for about 30 minutes. Then scrub with a sponge and rinse well.
But wait, there's more. Vinegar can also deodorize your drains. Pour a cup of baking soda down the drain, followed by a cup of vinegar. Let it fizz for a few minutes, then flush with hot water. Bye-bye, funky smells.
And for those stubborn, hard water stains on your faucets, vinegar to the rescue. Soak a paper towel in vinegar, wrap it around the faucet and let it sit for an hour or 2. The stains will wipe right off.
Vinegar is also a whiz at removing mineral deposits from your coffee maker. Fill the water reservoir with equal parts vinegar and water and run a brewing cycle. Then run a few cycles with plain water to rinse. Your coffee will taste better than ever.
And if you're battling sticky residue from price tags or stickers, vinegar can help. Just rub a little vinegar on the residue with your finger or a cloth, and it will peel right off.
Vinegar is even a natural fabric softener. Add half a cup to your washing machine's rinse cycle to soften your clothes and remove any lingering odors. So there you have it. Vinegar, the unsung hero of the cleaning cupboard. Thanks, Grandma. Next up, baking soda. Not just for baking, folks. This little box of magic can freshen up your fridge, your shoes, and even your carpets. Who knew? Grandma did, that's who.
Let's start with the fridge. You know that funky smell that can linger even after you've cleaned out the leftovers? Baking soda to the rescue. Place an open box of baking soda in the back of your fridge to absorb odors. Replace it every month or so.
And speaking of odors, baking soda is also amazing at neutralizing shoe stink. Sprinkle a little baking soda inside your shoes, let it sit overnight, and then dump it out in the morning. No more smelly feet.
Now, let's talk carpets. Baking soda is a natural deodorizer and can help remove light stains. Sprinkle baking soda liberally over your carpet. Let it sit for at least 30 minutes, and then vacuum it up. Your carpets will smell fresh and clean.
But wait, there's more. Baking soda can also help unclog drains. Pour a cup of baking soda down the drain, followed by a cup of vinegar. Let it fizz for a few minutes, then flush with hot water. Goodbye, slow drains.
And for those accidental spills on the carpet, baking soda to the rescue again. Blot up as much of the spill as possible, then sprinkle baking soda on the affected area. Let it sit for at least 15 minutes, then vacuum it up. The baking soda will absorb the remaining liquid and help remove any lingering odors.
Baking soda is also a natural stain remover for clothes. Make a paste of baking soda and water and apply it to the stain. Let it sit for a few minutes, then launder as usual. The stain will be gone.
And if you're dealing with a burnt pot or pan, don't despair. Baking soda can help. Sprinkle a generous amount of baking soda on the burnt area. Add enough water to cover the bottom of the pan and let it sit overnight. The burnt food will loosen up, making it easier to clean.
Baking soda is even a natural teeth whitener. Mix a small amount of baking soda with water to form a paste and brush your teeth with it. Don't do this too often though, as it can be abrasive to your enamel. So there you have it. Baking soda, the multi-purpose marvel that Grandma knew and loved. Who needs fancy cleaning products when you have this little box of wonders? Thanks, Grandma. Lemon juice isn't just for lemonade. It can remove stains from your clothes and even your cutting boards. Grandma's secret weapon for a spotless kitchen.
Lemon juice is a natural bleaching agent. Apply it to stains, let it sit, then launder as usual.
But wait, there's more. Lemon juice can also help remove food stains from plastic containers. Rub it on the stain, let it sit, then wash.
Now, let's head to the kitchen. Lemon juice is a natural disinfectant. Rub it on your cutting board after washing.
It can also deodorize your garbage disposal. Toss a lemon half down the disposal and run it with cold water. The lemon rind cleans the blades and neutralizes odors. So there you have it. Lemon juice, the versatile citrus fruit that's good for more than just quenching your thirst. Thanks for the tip, Grandma. Olive oil isn't just for cooking. It can also polish your wooden furniture to a beautiful shine. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Grandma knew the power of a good olive oil polish. It's like giving your furniture a spa day.
First, make sure your furniture is dust-free. Mix equal parts olive oil and lemon juice. The lemon juice cleans while the olive oil conditions the wood.
Dip a cloth into the mixture and rub it onto your furniture. Don't overdo it. A little goes a long way.
Let it sit for a few minutes, then buff to a shine. You'll be amazed at the difference. The wood will look richer and more vibrant.
So there you have it, olive oil, the kitchen staple that's also a miracle worker for your furniture. Grandma knew a thing or two about keeping a beautiful home, and now you do too. Thanks, Grandma.
Cornstarch can make ironing a breeze. Just sprinkle a little on your clothes before ironing and watch those wrinkles disappear. Grandma's trick for looking sharp.
And who doesn't want to look sharp? Sharp is the new black, you know.
Now I know what you're thinking. Cornstarch? On my clothes? Sounds messy, right? But trust me on this one. It's like magic, but better because you can eat it. Not that I recommend eating cornstarch by the spoonful, but you could.
Fill a spray bottle with water and add a tablespoon or two of cornstarch. Shake it up good to make sure the cornstarch is fully dissolved. Now, mist your clothes lightly with the cornstarch mixture before you iron them. The cornstarch acts as a light starch, giving your clothes a crisp, smooth finish. It's like giving your clothes a little boost of confidence.
Plus, it helps to prevent scorching and sticking, which is always a good thing. Nobody wants iron-shaped burn marks on their favorite shirt. But wait, there's more. Cornstarch can also help to remove greasy stains from your clothes. Just sprinkle a little cornstarch on the stain, let it sit for a few minutes to absorb the oil, and then brush it off. The cornstarch will absorb the grease, making it easier to wash out.
And if you have any stubborn collar stains, cornstarch can help with those too. Make a paste of cornstarch and water, apply it to the stain, and let it dry. Then, launder as usual. The cornstarch will help to lift the stain and leave your collars looking their best.
Cornstarch is also a natural deodorizer. If you have any musty-smelling clothes, sprinkle them with cornstarch. Let them sit overnight, and then shake off the excess cornstarch. Your clothes will smell fresh and clean.
And if you're ever in a pinch and need to thicken a sauce or gravy, cornstarch is your friend. Just mix a tablespoon of cornstarch with a little cold water to make a slurry, and whisk it into your sauce or gravy. The cornstarch will thicken the liquid without adding any flavor.
Cornstarch is even a natural remedy for diaper rash. Mix a little cornstarch with water to create a paste, and apply it to your baby's bottom. The cornstarch will absorb moisture and help to soothe the rash. So there you have it, cornstarch, the pantry staple that's good for more than just thickening your gravy. Thanks for the ironing tip, Grandma. Thanks, Grandma. Salt is great for cleaning cast iron pans without damaging them. Just scrub with a little salt and water and your pan will be good as new. Thanks, Grandma.
She knew that cast iron pans are like family heirlooms. You want to keep them in tip-top shape for generations to come.
Now I know what you're thinking. Salt, isn't that abrasive? Won't it scratch my precious cast iron? But fear not, my friends. Salt is actually a gentle giant when it comes to cleaning cast iron. It's tough enough to tackle stuck-on food, but gentle enough to preserve the pan's seasoning.
So, here's the deal. After you've cooked your delicious meal, sprinkle a generous amount of salt into your still warm cast iron pan. The heat will help to loosen any stubborn bits. Now, grab a damp sponge or dishcloth and use the salt like you would any other scouring powder. Scrub, scrub, scrub.
The salt will act as an abrasive, lifting away any food particles without harming the pan's surface. It's like giving your cast iron a gentle exfoliation treatment. Plus, salt is a natural disinfectant, so it will help to kill any bacteria that might be hanging around.
Once you've scrubbed away all the food bits, rinse the pan thoroughly with hot water and dry it completely with a towel. You don't want any water spots on your beautifully cleaned cast iron. But wait, there's more. Salt can also help to remove rust from your cast iron pan.
If you see any rust spots, make a paste of salt and water and rub it onto the affected area. Let it sit for a few minutes, then scrub with a sponge or brush. The rust will come right off, And if you've accidentally overheated your cast iron pan and the seasoning is looking a little worse for wear, don't despair. Salt can help to re-season it.
Just sprinkle a thin layer of salt over the entire surface of the pan. Heat it over medium heat for about 10 minutes, then wipe out the salt with a paper towel. Repeat this process a few times and your cast iron will be good as new.
Salt is also a natural deodorizer. If your cast iron pan is smelling a little funky, sprinkle some salt in it, let it sit overnight, and then wipe it out in the morning. The salt will absorb any lingering odors.
And if you're ever in a pinch and need to sharpen your knives, salt can help with that too. Just sprinkle some salt on a cutting board and run your knife blade over it a few times. The salt will help to hone the blade and keep your knives sharp.
So there you have it, salt, the kitchen essential that's also a lifesaver for your cast iron cookware. Thanks for looking out for our pans, Grandma. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks for looking out for our pans, Grandma. And there you have it. 6 old-fashioned tricks that Grandma didn't tell you about. But now you know. Give them a try and let us know how they work for you in the comments below. These tips prove that sometimes the best solutions are the simplest ones. Grandma was onto something with these natural, effective, and budget-friendly cleaning hacks. So ditch those harsh chemicals and embrace the power of vinegar, baking soda, lemon juice, olive oil, cornstarch, and salt. Your home and your wallet will thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome tips inspired by Grandma's wisdom.